morning, guys. This is Dan,
Jacob,
and Sam from Fisher Deep Adventures. We are at a campsite on Middle Mountain in West Virginia, and this is our third day out on the Allegheny Discovery Route. It rained again last night pretty heavily, and thank goodness for the blue storm tarp I bought at a little hardware store yesterday. Got that over the tent last night after we dried everything out, and everything stayed dry. So we'll deal with the waterproofing needs when I get home. But the tarp worked out well. Today we are going to head down the mountain and over to Spruce Knob, which is probably the highest point that we get. I think it's close to 5,000 feet. And then we'll head into Virginia, and the goal is to camp on Reddish Knob or somewhere thereabouts near Flagpole Knob for the night. So if this is something you're interested in, please stick around for the video. Check out the last video on the first 2 days of the trip. Alright guys, we just broke camp from Middleburg Mountain, our Middleburg Mountain campsite, and today's journey will take us all the way to Flagpole Knob or Reddish Knob. They're both right in the same location for our last night of camp. So we're going to head up to Spruce Knob here in a minute and see what that's all about. That's going to be our highest elevation of the trip at almost 5,000 feet. So it should be a good day.
I got this passion, and it's burning deep inside of me. And this time, no, I wanna set up craving a life that I've never known. And now is the time to find the love that I've always been looking for. I guess I'm just soul searching. No, not looking for no part-time thing. I guess I'm just soul searching. No, not looking for no part-time thing. I guess I'm soul searching.
Alright, this is, we're coming up to Spruce Knob right now. So it's amazing, you come out, climb up out of the woods, and we're right up at almost 4,700 feet right now, and the views are spectacular. This section of road from where we camped is full of national forest campgrounds. So there's from Middle Mountain over to Spruce Knob where we're headed, there's, I don't know, 4 or 5 national forest campground sites. Most of them are along creeks or streams, and so plenty of places to camp if that's where you'd like to.
I guess I'm just soul searching.
Little loop trail that goes around that's super cool. So the views are really nice, and again, if you're out this way, come check it out. And if you go up to the overlook and you walk that loop trail, if you walk down the rock garden, there is a grassy knoll with a bunch of rocks down there that's well worth the trip. Just watch it. So that was Lake Buffalo. Kind of just popped out of off of Forest Service Road. There's a cool couple of dispersed campsites nearby. So we're gonna keep on headed toward Reddish Knob. This is probably the best section of connected Forest Service roads that we've been on. Since we left camp this morning, it's been 50 miles of trail, gravel road, Forest Service Road. And we spent maybe 5 miles on pavement of that 50. So so far, this is the best connected Forest Service Road package that we've been on trying to get around. So props to the Allegheny Discovery Route GPX FileMaker, because it's really kept us off the pavement. All right, the trail came by this place called Windy Ridge, and some of the scenic views are really, really cool. So, all right, we come off the mountain into the little town of Monterey, which is a cool little place. Not a whole lot happening here on Sunday. Bunch of old houses along the strip here. Alright guys, we're on the last section of trail. We just turned off the cow pasture road off the 250. As soon as we came right off the hard surface road onto the trail, there were 3 guys with adventure bikes, and one of them had some bad gas, and we just happened to still have gas in our Rotopacks, so we gave them 2 gallons of gas and wished them well on their trip. And so, you know, sometimes you don't need the gas for yourself. You just have it there to help someone else in need. So that's what we did. We're in the George Washington National Forest, and this should be the final trail that leads us up to Flagpole Knob. So I think it's just a simple forest road all the rest of the way there. Little stream crossing here. All right, so the next day we got into camp late last night after spending quite a bit of time on the forest roads, which took us past some really amazing views. We went up to, our goal was to camp at Flagpole Knob last night. And when we got up there, there's a ham radio contest. So the entire top at Flagpole Knob was covered with ham radio operators and everything else. So we decided to try and find camp someplace else. So we made the decision to go ahead and head on down to Meadow Knob, where we camped last night. We had the whole place to ourselves. The views were amazing, and the only downside to it was quite windy. All the weather forecasts said that it wasn't going to be, that we were going to have 5-mile-an-hour gusts of wind, and we ended up with like 10 to 15 to 20-mile-an-hour gusts all night long. So it was kind of a sleepless, restless night because of the wind, but like I said, we had the place all to ourselves, and we really enjoyed it. Jacob, what did you think of yesterday?
It was cool. Enjoyed it.
We had some technical stuff and some forest road, just nice, easy cruising. So this back section of the Allegheny Discovery Route is really connected. So we didn't spend a lot of time on pavement yesterday, except for when we went from Monterey down to get on to the last section of the Discovery Route heading up. So
Yeah, that took a minute.
yeah, but we did, you know, just it's always nice to be prepared. We ran into a couple, 3 guys on adventure bikes, and one of the guys had some bad gas, and we were probably, you know, 20-30 miles from a gas station, and we still had some gas in our rotopack. So he drained the gas out of his tank, and we put some fresh gas in his so that he could continue on his trip. And then we kind of left. So always be on the lookout for folks. You know, you never know when you might need help one day, so it's always nice to help out others. All right, guys, we just broke camp, and we are headed down from Meadow Knob to Union Springs. Yeah,
My Jeep's dirty.
it is. So is mine.
Mine's dirtier.
It is. So 1,500 feet off of where we camped last night, we came down Union Springs, and we're basically back down at the bottom as we head back over to Harrisonburg. We'll get some fuel and head home. But it's been a good 3.5 days. You know, we've had some really good campsites, seen some beautiful country, and a couple cool attractions, you know, that were there. The fire tower being one.
That first overlook.
The first overlook, yep. Spruce Knob was cool, and rock garden stuff there, and just all the forest roads have been just they've just been really cool. You know, coming into Flagpole Knob, we were kind of disappointed that we didn't get to camp there because of the ham radio folks, and but I think the cool thing about the trip, as I mentioned earlier, is that it's time with Jacob. You know, those moments you can't get back, and the memories that you created last forever. And plus, anytime we have a chance to do some technical work, we have a chance to improve the way we drive, and just that makes us safer everywhere we go. So we had a little rock scramble that I picked a kind of bad line on, and I had to try over, and Jacob just kind of walked right up it after watching what I did. So the power of just paying attention and picking your lines really makes a difference, and I think that kind of says true for everything that you do in life, is if you take some time to think through things, generally it all kind of works out. And Jacob hates bugs, you know.
I hate bees.
Best parts
I don't hate them. I just don't like them touching me.
best parts of the trip?
Best parts of the trip. I really like the overlook.
Yeah.
The tower was super cool. Other than having to climb it, because I was not super excited about being up that high.
Yeah.
And then
Can you imagine having to climb that thing during fire season and stay up there the whole time looking for fires?
if you gave me a chair, if I had a chair, I'd be all right. This was the one with the swivel on it, you know?
Yeah. That way you could spend.
Wouldn't have to move.
Yeah.
Just stay in the center and stay in my little space.
Yeah.
But I really liked our second camp choice.
Okay.
That was really enjoyed that spot.
Got it. Cool. Well, for me, you know, I enjoy the overlooks in the tower, and the two big water crossings we did were pretty cool.
Yeah, those were cool too.
And like I said, just spending time with Jacob and Sam. Sam's living his best life out here on the road, and it's been a good time. So I hope you guys got something from the videos. Hope you all enjoyed our trip and some of the things that we went through. And yeah, I think this is it. We're gonna get off the gravel road and get back on pavement and drive the 4 hours home. So real exciting. This is Dan and Jacob and Sam from Fisher Keep Adventures. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the trail.